Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Alexander here. In today's video, I'm talking about the Kobo Libra H20. It's my newest ebook reader, and it's also one of the newer ones from Kobo. If you're familiar with ebook readers, Kobo and Amazon's Kindle are two of the most popular on the market. And if you've settled on going with the Kobo Libra or thinking about buying one, these tips will show you what you can get out of this device. So here are some tips to get the most out of your Kobo Libra H20. Let's get into the 10 tips and hopefully make you more productive on this device. And if you like this content, I hope that you will hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and if you hit the like button, you help this content get found on YouTube by other users. So let's get into the video. So one of the nicest things about the Kobo is that it does work with Overdrive Media, which is supported by thousands of libraries across the US and Canada. And if you want to get digital books for free, you must have a library card and activate the Overdrive account so that you can link it with your Kobo. So at any time, if you're in your Kobo ebook and you want to get your settings or want to change the fonts or anything like that, just hit the center of the screen and a pop-up menu will come up at the top, as you can see. And you can change things like the fonts, the brightness, you can see statistics on what you've been reading and change some of the settings. You can also return your book to the library back through these settings here at the top. Now, this is pretty easy to go through and set the device as you would like it. You're not set to the default fonts. You can change it to anything that's more preferable to you than the publisher font. So if you want to go and play with the settings, just go up here and make the necessary changes. And it's also nice to know the statistics of where you're at with your reading. So one thing I found with the Kobo is that even though it has a touchscreen, it's not the most easiest touchscreen to work with. Sometimes it doesn't realize that you've tapped on something and it takes a little bit of effort to get to what you want to do on the screen. But overall, it's not a bad experience considering that we're using an e-ink display and it's not a true tablet. There are a lot of things that you can do. Like for an example, I wanted to highlight some text and add a note. So I would just kind of highlight it here, then go add note. Then you bring up this little box here where you can type in what you want to remember about this particular part in the book and add it to your notes, which is kind of cool if you're a student or if you just want to take notes for like content creation like this. Sometimes you want to have notes from something you read in a book and you don't want to forget it. So it's nice that you can actually do that right in the device and that it saves it for you. Now, the other thing too is that it reminds you when you have Overdrive books, it tells you how many days you have left to return them to the library. And you can also have books on hold and things along those lines. I haven't really bought any books on the Kobo marketplace at this point, but they do have an interesting thing called a subscription for $9.99 where you can get unlimited books. So if you're looking for that, that's something that you can look into. Now here in the develop beta feature section of Kobo, you can find a web browser. Now I don't use the web browser that often, but it's nice to know that it's in there and that if I was on a trip or anything like that, that I can use the web browser. Sometimes in the morning if I'm doing some reading on the ebook reader and I don't want to bring out another device, I might check the news, weather, things like that through the browser on Kobo. But I do find that it's a little bit slower than a traditional browser on a tablet or my phone. So it's not the best experience. Like for an example, when I went on the Kobo website here, it took a bit of time to load it and figure out where I was because of the way that the text shows up on the screen. And when I clicked into it, it was fast enough loading the page, but then I kind of got stuck in a loop where I couldn't get past a screen here that you'll see in a second, which was kind of annoying because I wanted to see what else the Kobo website had to offer and I wasn't able to go and click that away. But as you can see, this $9.99 plan might be something for avid readers who want to have a good collection of books to read throughout the month, and or might be a way and not have a library available to them or in a different location that you can't have access to internet or things like that. Then you can also download books from the Kobo reader and load them onto your device before you leave and have books that way. So there is some flexibility in this device and the things that you can do with it. I've been playing around with a lot of these features over the last 2 months that I've had my Kobo, and every day I'm discovering something new or unique that I didn't know existed inside the Kobo reader. So I think that this is one of the neatest features, is that they have the beta section here where you can get new things added to your Kobo. Right now it's limited to 4 things in there, but maybe in the future they might add some extra things that they'll add to the Kobo reader and you'll be able to play with before it's baked into the firmware when somebody buys their Kobo. So overall, I think that these little tips make me more effective. So those are some of the tips that I've come up with for making things a little bit easier for me on the Kobo reader, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I hope you can hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video goes up, and if you hit that like button, you really do help us get found in the YouTube algorithm. So until the next video, have a great day, guys, and we'll see you next time.